Today, you got to try this is with Heart and Soul Tours in the Okanagan. Sherry Cote shows us how she shows the best of the Okanagan to her clients.
Hi, I'm at Urban Distilleries with Sherry Cote, the owner of Heart and Soul Tours, where almost every day of the week you get the opportunity to go on one of her beautiful luxurious buses to see most of the amazing things to do here in the Okanagan.
How Heart and Soul came into play was we were bantering with guests, we're getting a coach, this is what she's going to look like, and what are we going to call the company? And they said, Sherry, everything you do is with your heart and with your soul. How could you think of naming it anything else but Heart and Soul Tours?
So it was perfect.
So that's how the name was born.
Now tell me a little bit, what are some of your actual, when it comes to putting your tours together, what type of things influence you to put these packages together?
Well, I have my list of favorite places to go.
Okay.
And we exceed our customers' expectations at the villa, and that's what I needed to follow through in the tour company. So I toured around and I met with the venues that are now I met with a lot of people, but the venues that are now on our list of places that we take them really understand the concept of customer service.
So you know what? How about we're going to continue on this tour. We've got a couple other places that we're going to go with Sherry and her group, and we're going to come back and we're going to check at some of the other places, stop in, and we'll get to know Sherry a little bit more as we go along.
As we left Urban Distilleries, it was very clear that this is a company that had been founded with solid corporate social responsibility principles. The group had a fantastic time, and next stop was going to be just as exciting. Tree Brewing in Kelowna is an award-winning local brewery that specializes in handcrafted local beers. Today, the group was going to be treated by Heart and Soul Tours to a flight of beers, some of Tree Brewing's best samples.
This little beauty right here, this is $49.95, 2 liters of beer, and your first fill is free. Then it's $9.95 from there on in. That's a lot of beer.
Today, however, the tour was a little bit different. We had a surprise for Sherry, who'd been fundraising for the Kelowna Women's Shelter.
We donated 20% of the proceeds to the Kelowna Women's Shelter. And this is Drea. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank
you. Way to go, Sherry.
And I have for you, with my pleasure, check for all the proceeds. You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Drea, you look beautiful too.
The party wasn't over yet, however, and we boarded one of Kelowna's luxury houseboats for a tour of the lake. And the Heart and Soul Tours just keep getting better and better.
I'm out on Okanagan Lake with Sherry, who's one of the most amazing tour guides that I've ever met. Sherry, I just listened to your presentation inside, and you know what? You really are the heart and soul of your company here.
Well, thank you, Angel. I believe, and I've always preached, if you have your heart and soul into what you do, it's easy. It is so simple to exceed your customers' expectations when you love what you're doing. And I mean, come on. I get to tour guide people in the Hawaii of Canada. People say it's the Sonoma of the North, it's the Napa of the North. Yes, it's all of that. It is absolute paradise. I, myself, came here from the Lower Mainland 18 years ago, spent the weekend, never went back.
Well, what brought you to the Okanagan? Because, our show really is a lot about the Okanagan. What brought you here? Especially because we're floating on one of the prettiest lakes in Canada.
Literally came to the Okanagan just for a weekend getaway and to get away from just the hustle and bustle of the city. I was sitting in a hot tub, sipping on brandy, very high up the hill, looking at this gorgeous lake sparkling under the moonlight, thinking to myself, Self, the reason you're going back to the coast is, and And I don't know if it was the brandy that couldn't keep up. The mind couldn't come up with an answer. Like, why are we going back?
So you're a little Angel on this side, a little drunk Brandy on this side.
That's right. So I literally, I called the coast and I shut everything down there just that quickly. My son started Our Lady of Lourdes on Tuesday because it was the September long weekend. Never went back. Great friends there still, love to go visit, but I love when they come up here and I can show them around this beautiful, beautiful area.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
We have, what, a 40-mile long lake. It's, what do you call it, a Disneyland. It's a playground for adults and for children.
It's everything. You know what? I beg to differ with anybody that says that they cannot find something to do in the Okanagan on any given day, because there are so many beautiful things to do here. It's paradise. It really, truly is paradise.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we've got winters, you know, for skiing and snowboarders. We've got...
Where can you go golfing and skiing in the same day?
Absolutely, you can. And there's so many more things to do and see in the Okanagan than wineries. Our tours, we certainly highlight a winery every day. Plus the guests can have some Okanagan wine at lunchtime, and then we're usually going to sneak off and get some urban distillery spirit tasting or tree brewing tasting. There's all kinds of fun, but there's so many other things to do and see along the way.
So what would you say to somebody when it comes to the Okanagan?
You got to try this.
Our eyes have been